You know, man, sometimes you try to do something and it just doesn't turn out the way you want it to. I'm not making this live stream for any specific reason. I just felt like I know somebody I was talking to is like a messenger per se to a different person. And you know who you are. I'm not gonna say anything regarding their names or something like that. It's gonna cause too much drama. I just felt like I needed to get something on my chest. And while I play Modern Warfare, hold up, let me get out of game chat. Sometimes you try to do something and it doesn't go the right way. Like the other day, I was eating, and then I gave my mom a water bottle, and she wanted Sprite. So I'm just like, and she got mad. So it's like little things like that. And at times, like different people take in what you say differently than what's meant. You know, trying to look out for them. Then they're like, me. And they go spreading rumors. You know. And you don't want to do anything about it because you have cared about that person, but it's different now. Things are different. Things are changing, like with this whole pandemic. And you know, sometimes it's better just to live and learn than to keep a grudge, you know. And I don't mind this person, it's just that what they do, I just don't want to get caught up in that. Like who they're involved with, I'm sure you could figure something out with that, but you know, I just came to suck at Call of Duty, get some shit off my chest. So, and this ain't no EDP video where it's like funny or something like that. You know, I know the messenger is gonna, air quotes, is gonna see this, probably link it. And you know, sometimes you feel betrayed because you think you know that person, but you don't. It's like, and once you start thinking and you know that relationship or friendship, whatever you want to call it, isn't right for you, just taking steps your own way. Don't want to follow in anybody's footsteps, you know. And the person I was dealing with, it was a really rough friendship. I known him since I was a little kid. He's been living next to me for a long ass time. He recently moved, but not talking about that person, somebody else. And you know, it's not cool just spreading rumors. Just be mature whenever you don't want to be friends with somebody anymore. It's like, don't go off saying shit that isn't true, twisting stories, you know, memories you had. Like, I remember I was watching this guy's live stream, right? It's a different person, and he was saying how I was getting bullied, and apparently my best friend now was bullying me as well, and he stepped up, and he doesn't know why it should be called the best friend if they like bully you. And I'm not over here being all sensitive. I'll take shit up the ass like certain people do, but they just completely twisted it and got it the other way around, like, and was being a hypocrite. You know, it's just stupid people doing stupid things. I just feel like I need to verbally say it instead of like having to bottle it all up in my mind. And I just don't give a damn anymore. Like I have other things to do. I don't have time, and I won't give any more time to that kind of relationship where I'm giving, and it's kind of like a relationship. It's like you see the red flags, like, and I thought, but I still kept on going. I still kept it bottled up. Like I didn't care because I knew that person for a very long time, and I didn't even think of getting out of that situation. So and the person was just constantly saying stuff like I just don't even know anymore, man. And I know not many people like have the same train of mind. I know that people think differently, do things differently, and I was raised in a good family, so I don't have a cold heart. It hurts cutting people off, but I just think selflessly sometimes, and that gets me into bigger trouble. Like I tend to just do dumb shit, like with my money, for example. I hardly do anything with it for myself. The only thing I do is like get video games like Modern Warfare. Like I don't really treat myself to anything. I treat other people. I don't know, it just feels good doing that. But then people take that as weakness, and they don't know it, but they know it subconsciously. Like they haven't seen you as a serious person, more like goofy and not serious, gullible, and you really are not that person. At least like right now, like I went through some shit. It was really rough, and I don't really know where I am at this point. Like I don't know who I'm gonna be. Like there's like regular things that everybody goes through. Like they don't know who they are, but it's just at the time with that certain person, I was going through some shit, and then I don't really like talking about what I've gone through, cause it just brings back all kinds of memories. Like think of it as PTSD, but it's not as serious. It's like certain things, certain sounds, something like that, brings back really bad memories, and it's not abuse like CPS worthy or like serious worthy. It's something that mostly lots of people go through. But you know, I'm at a younger age, and I can't really keep these things bottled up because they could affect me in the future. And I like to think a lot about in the future. I don't know why, it just distracts me from shit that's going on now, like the giant pandemic, what's gonna happen. I like to be planned. And because of that, I didn't really see anything going on for me in that friendship, just getting involved with other things. And I'm related to somebody that I was actually friends with that person, and I'm not gonna do anything, like I'm not gonna say anything to him to affect his friendship with that person, even though I want to, because it's like telling somebody that they're like, this isn't that serious, like their dog died or something. Like you don't want to you don't want to influence somebody's mind and then them turning back on you. Because I want to keep certain friendships for a long time. And I've experienced, not just with friends, but with family members, getting split up with them. And it's not necessarily the stuff that I did, but people around me did. It's a whole situation. I don't want to dive in depth, but it's just, you go through shit, and you don't like telling other people how you feel, because it makes you feel weak, at least in my perspective. And I'm not saying you shouldn't get help, or like do stuff about it. It's just not the way I think. It's not the way I roll, you should say. I like to go through things before I tell. Like for example, if I think chicken nuggets from Wendy's are better than ones from Burger King, like I don't wanna be confident in something and just get shot down. You know? Because I've been going through a bunch of that. That sucks. But, you know, I'm just rambling. None of this is making sense. But you know, man, you go through shit. Like recently, I didn't really touch on it, but a certain person, they knew who they are, thought, like, received what I thought in a different way, because he got in a relationship, and I don't know, like, I just felt like he was, how to put it, drifting away from who he used to be. And you know, I encourage change. Like, I did it myself. I can see where he's coming from, but like, people don't take other people's opinions the way they should, you know? Like they get all but hurt by what you think. Don't even take the mind. Like, sure, you go for your own happiness, but if it's affecting other people in a certain way, like, just think back on what you did. Because me and this person were friends since basically childhood, right? And then just think about, like, what him and I have gone through, and how much I was stubborn, like how stubborn I was staying in that friendship. And then think of how much you have to do to a person that they were friends with you since childhood. Like these are words from him. Like, he feels like a brother to me. Like, how hard do you have to drive someone away that you think that they feel like a brother to you? Like, how hard do you have to drive someone away? How much do you have to do to drive someone away that's known you that long? That's like, it's just crazy to me how stupid people can be sometimes. Like, how much do you have to do to a person to drive them away from how long they've known? Like, it just boggles my mind. And I don't have beef with that person. Like the shit I do is, it's not affected by that person any longer. And I hate not going to the specifics because I know if I do, they can use that shit against me. And that person has done that 3 times already, so it's like I know how they think. I don't want to say anything too in depth, you know? But I've been rambling for almost 16 minutes. That's crazy. I just don't know what to do. Cause I just don't want anything negative to be between that strand. Like you know the saying, you're working on thin ice? It's kinda like that, where you're on thin ice to sink back in and then lock this monster, you know? It's hard to explain. And it's hard to explain. Like, it hurts me explaining it. But, and I'm not fine with it, I just feel like they have a lot of regret. That's the exact opposite of what I wanted. Because he said himself he was changing for the better of him. So am I. That's all I gotta say.